Welcome everybody here to Tom Benson Stadium, the Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium here in Canton, Ohio. The NFL Academy Freedom Bowl, St. Frances Academy from Baltimore, Maryland, against the Flyers of East St. Louis out of Illinois. As you look at some of the fans here in attendance, not necessarily a game where there's going to be some local interest, but there's national interest in this game.
Yeah, a lot at stake. I think the keys for this game for East St. Louis, they got to rely on their experience up front. They got a big, stout offensive line. Got to make sure they control the line of scrimmage on the offensive side of the ball. On defensive end, they've got to create turnovers, create some havoc, maybe change up some pressure looks, do a good job disguising things in the back end, just create some turnovers by tackling the football. For St. Frances, they have the more talent. I mean, they're number 3 team in the nation for a reason. They have talent across the board. A lot of players going to a lot of big schools. They have to utilize that talent by executing the game plan. I think that's going to be their key today. If they can execute at a high level, they should be able to handle this one.
One of the things that we talked about, Brandon, off the air is the size of East St. Louis.
Yeah, they look like the Cleveland Browns trotting onto the field. It's like a mix. Their uniforms are a little mix between Boise State, I see a little bit. I see a little bit of the old school Denver Broncos a little bit. I think it's a pretty good little combination.
Line drive kick, and this will go into the end zone. That's going to be a touchback, so we're going to have 1st and 10 for St. Frances, the team with the white uniforms and silver numerals. Going to be a little bit tough to pick things up at times, but we'll see what we can do here. Michael Van Buren, number 1, is the quarterback. Running back is Darrell Robinson. Chase Wilkins is also out there as a runner. And first flag of the ball game.
Offensive lineman in their stance for a while there. Get flagged for an offensive offsides. Start this game.
First and 15. And the run goes to the right side, and this will go to about the 18, and that is it. Good containment by East St. Louis. Darrell Robinson, the ball carrier, number 11. He is a 6'1", 197-pound senior. Buren gets a snap. High throw, and that is over the head of the receiver. That is number 3, Ryan Manning.
Van Buren just had an easy extension of the run play. RPO, just got away from him a little bit jacked up to start this game. You won't see that often from him. Big 3rd and 11 early in this game.
So back to pass the quarterback. The pass goes to the right side, and that's not going to go very far, as catching that was Robinson. Robinson is stuck.
Good job there by Van Buren, just going through his reads. First read pops open, gives it to his running back, tried to get him in space, make a guy miss and pick up a first down. Great open field tackle for East St. Louis. That's a key for them. If they can handle these guys in the open field, they have the best chance to come away victorious in this one.
So we shall see. Kick. Looks like it was almost blocked, as it will go inside the 45 to the 40. It will keep on rolling and get to about the 32, and that is where East St. Louis will take over. 1st and 10 for East St. Louis. First and 10 for the Flyers of East St. Louis. On the O-line, all 5 starters returning. Miles McVay, number 58. Number 70 is Patterson. 77 Mendoza. He's going to Iowa State. McVeigh, by the way, going to Alabama. Patterson going to Arkansas. Keyshawn Hayden, number 44, to Eastern Michigan. And Antoine Hayden. Man goes in motion from left to right. That is Bennett. And the handoff goes straight ahead, and that doesn't get much. Much like East St. Louis, the stout defensive line of St. Frances on the stop. Terry and Martin on the carry, number 6.
Good job by St. Frances right there on their get off on the defensive line. Just won that battle on first down.
Robert Pops battle, the quarterback, throws across the right side, and a huge hit was thrown in there.
Wow. Just tried to throw a little tunnel screen. I thought it was a good call. The timing of that one just was a little bit off. You saw the quarterback just kind of double pump there on that screen. On the screen games, you got to get the ball out quick. If you want run after catch, you got to throw an accurate ball, and you got to get the ball out quick. That allows you to have the most space to be able to work and navigate on the perimeter.
About that hit by Carlton Smith. Third down play, and now the rush, and another hard hit, as that is head on head almost, and that is a big time sack.
Wow. St. Frances is bringing the boom early.
Wow. It's men against men here tonight.
Men against men, exactly.
Not men against boys, it's men against men.
Early in this game, advantage St. Frances up front. I think that's the key to the game. If East St. Louis wants to have a chance to win this game, they have to be the more physical team up front. On that first drive, they were not.
The punt, a wobbly kick up in the air, and that is going to be run to the 42, and that is where it will be the team from Baltimore, Maryland, St. Frances, taking over. Very hard to pick up the numbers here. Ryan Manning on the return. No trouble reading those numbers. Kind of Old Miss look, too, by the way.
I like it. A little mix. Good little combination for sure. For St. Frances, they just got doomed by a little early penalty. See if they can stay on time.
Good looking run there, and that will get near midfield. The run was by Darrell Robinson. He is a guy who will get a lot of carries. Center is Dajian Powell. Another run goes straight ahead, and that's going to be close to the first down marker. Robinson again getting the carry, just following his blockers. Alec Washington is the left guard. The left tackle is P.J. Wilkins.
Again, St. Frances just winning the offensive line, defensive line battle here. Be key for them later in the game.
Logan Bennett is the right tackle. Javian McFadden. There's a big run down the right sideline, and finally tripped up at around the 30 was Darrell Robinson, showing his durability.
Great job. Great and explosibility right there. Just does a great job allowing his blocks to be set up, patient, and then it uses that one cut explosion. You can see the athleticism early in this game.
McFadden, by the way, the right guard, goes by the name of Doe, apparently.
We got a Pops and we got a Doe.
Yeah. And a lot of talent. Here's a pass, that one towards the pylon right side. That is incomplete. Good looking throw. Ryan Manning couldn't come down with the ball. Coverage. Jayon Jackson He's 5'10", 155, a junior. He's number 8.
Jackson does a good job here, not taking the bait, let it out and up. Good job just running step for step with the receiver. Really impressive defensive work right there.
Van Buren, the quarterback, with motion, and they give it to the right side, and it's going to be another run. And that's going to be a good run.
This early success they've had in the run game has really been crucial, getting blocks on the edge, doing a really good job blocking for their teammates, the skill guys on the edge, being able to set that edge, and then they're getting these chunk plays just based upon the perimeter blocking, doing a really good job.
Kyrie Benton, one of the receivers, straight run and a good hit at the 20. That's going to prevent a first down. So hard to read those numbers. They shine out of the camera there. It was number 11, though. It's one of those situations you can read the numbers when they're right in front of you, Brad. No problem seeing them. White on silver.
They look sharp, though.
Yeah. Kind of a version of the old Oakland Raiders.
It is, yeah.
But their numbers were a little darker and a little easier to read. These are a little lighter. Maybe that's on purpose. I know some states, they've banned these kind of uniforms.
But, yeah. Coaches will use any advantage they possibly can get.
Injury time out, by the way. Michael Van Buren, the quarterback. Robinson, the running back. Kyrie Benton, one of the receivers, along with Ryan Manning. Chase Wilkins also out there. We mentioned the center is Powell, McFadden, and Washington the guards. Wilkins and Bennett the tackles. Final game here of the Freedom Bowl 2022. When all is said and done, we'll have done all 9 of them. Last week, 4 in Atlanta. Today will be our 5th game.
Yep. Don't want to be with anyone else, Scott.
Well, it's been a lot of fun. You and me will be running into each other a bunch.
Yes, we will.
And off again, straight ahead on 4th down, and it doesn't look like they're going to get it. East St. Louis coming up with a big stop.
Answering the call on defense. Defensive line says, not so fast. We're not going to let you march this thing down the field. Aggressive call by St. Frances early in this game. I don't know if they were out of their kicker's range or what, but aggressive. Nonetheless, advantage East St. Louis just to get some really good penetration up front. Have a run blitz called, just hit their gaps. Everyone played sound gap run defense on that play, resulting in a minimal gain.
Yeah, that was DeJuan Williams, the running back, 6 foot 185, a junior, and he was stopped in his tracks. So now we'll see East St. Louis again on offense.
Got to get an identity up front here on this drive. Got to get at least one first down. Get your defensive blow.
Darren Sunkett, the head coach of East St. Louis, is a run to the right side, and not going to get a whole lot, as that was Terry Martin, number 6 on the carry, 5'8", 175. Second down, we'll call it 7. Gain of 3 on the play. We have 5:33 to go in the first quarter. No score, and there's movement and a little bit of a bump at the end of the play. Well, big number 8, Samuel Green. Looked like he had a train to catch, and he's built like a train.
Yes, he is. Good job by East St. Louis using the snap count to their advantage. It's the counter to try to slow down this pass rush a little bit, slow it down these big run stoppers. Use that cadence, young coordinators, to your advantage. You know what the cadence is. They do not. They're reacting to you. Use it. They do a good job there.
Battle hands off, and that's going to go to the 29. It's going to be enough for the first down. Just got right to the stick. Martin getting the first down. Martin, 834 yards last season as a freshman. Powerful runner, speed, the total package. Only a sophomore. But look at him. He looks durable.
Yes, he does.
And again, we looked at this whole team, and they all look big. There he goes again, a big hit. And that will get to about the 31, maybe the 32.
St. Frances playing the old cover 4 majority of the snaps here. Their safeties are really triggering. They rely on those safeties. They're big time players, but they're really aggressive up front. And even at the second and third level, they're primed and ready for a play action pass, I think. And they can rattle off a few of these successful runs. The best timing for it.
Play action this time, and there's the rush, and there's the hit. Big sack. He lost his helmet, but that doesn't matter, as big sack by Deshaun Womack, a senior, 6'5", 245, and by the looks of that play, watch the speed he shows. Just gets right in, and hello.
Great job by Womack there. Just winning. He's winning the individual matchup at the nose tackle. He's one of those rare players that can really destroy a game wrecker on the defensive side of the ball just from the 3-shade technique.
If Battle doesn't go down before the hit, he would have been a quarterback record. And that's a little screen missed by Martin, so that's an incompletion.
Oh, Battle just rushed that throw. They had a gallery in front of the running back there. Man, if they would have hit on that one, that would have been big. Wow, that's a huge missed opportunity early in this game.
So now it's 4th down. Back to receive the punt, Ryan Manning, number 3. He's back at around his 41. The punter is Michael Tillman. Timeout taken. So timeout called, 3:29 to play in the first quarter, no score. It is East St. Louis against St. Frances of Maryland, and you're watching the Freedom Bowl on Flow Football. Welcome back here to Canton, Ohio, Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. You look at some of the folks checking out this high-powered matchup. The number 3 team in the nation, according to Max Prep, St. Frances, a team in white against a powerhouse from the state of Illinois, East St. Louis. Scott Galletti along with Brandon Dowdy. High punt. It will bounce inside the 45, 35, and all the way down to about the 33. And St. Frances will take over 1st and 10. What have you seen as a trend so far, Brandon?
Yeah, well, you know what? Both teams are doing a good job up front. Every time I think one team gets an advantage, the other team steps up, does a good job up front just controlling the line of scrimmage. I think for St. Frances, they got to really rely on the outside perimeter runs. These guys are stout up front. East St. Louis, I think they have to be a little bit more creative in their run games, maybe set their quarterback up for success, get him some few completions. You know, we're midway through almost done with the first quarter here, and Van Buren hasn't completed a ball yet, so we'll see if they can get him in rhythm here on this drive.
Straight handoff. That will get some pretty good yardage, and then more. The ball comes loose zone. It looks like East St. Louis has it. Looks like it's recovered by number 1, Leontre Bradford. A junior, 6', 185. Big turnover, East St. Louis.
We talked about it in the opener. East St. Louis has to find ways to get extra possessions in this game, create a huge turnover there, getting the momentum on this sideline. You
see the ball pop loose right there before he went down as Running back Robinson, who's shown a lot of poise and ability to hold on to the football, cutting on that exchange.
I think, Scott, that was more credit to East St. Louis.
I think you're right.
Attacking and tackling the football.
No, that's
more
right.
than it was anything else.
No, very good point. So Robert Pop's battle coming back out. And the run goes to about the 39. So once again, Terry Martin, talk about a guy with durability. He just keeps getting the rock and running with it.
Good job on first down, getting a plus run there. Setting this thing up for a second and manageable, third and manageable possibly.
Another good run, and this will get the first down inside the 35 down to the 33. Just another good, solid run.
You can notice here, these guys he's making miss are actually second and third level guys. They're doing a really good job up front, being able to control the line of scrimmage with this creative run game. Something to think about later in this game, but doing a really good job so far being effective on first and second down.
Well, again, we mentioned the entire line return. There's a little pass to the left side, complete to Christopher Bennett. So all 5 offensive linemen return. McVeigh on the left side going to Alabama. Patterson, Mendoza, Keyshawn Hayden, and Antoine Hayden. All 5 with P5 offers. It's not bad.
Not bad.
It looks like P5 players. Here, back to pass is Battle. Battle's going to throw, and that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Bennett again. Bennett was covered by number 21, Antoine Hayden.
Just a rarity up front. They miscommunicated a little bit on the pass rush. They didn't bring any extra pressure. That's just St. Frances just winning one-on-one matchups. But it looked like there was a little bit of someone tried to pass off a defender, and there was no one there, causing some disruption in the backfield. They're coming now.
Third down and 5 at the 28 of St. Frances. They're coming indeed. A little screen pass, and that's got running room as this will go down the right side to Wood, and Wood is into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, 28 yards. Laverius Wood.
The absolute perfect call for cover 0 is the halfback screen. Chess game 1 here on East St. Louis sideline. What a great call. Great job executing at a high level. You see it right here. They bring a 0. Quarterback does a good job with his eyes. Finds a way to a passing lane in there. Gets it to his running back with a catchable, accurate ball. Getting run after the catch. Great call. East St. Louis taking control of this game. Getting on the board first and starting fast. Exactly what they needed to do. Talking about it in the opener.
Laverius Wood on the touchdown. 26-yard touchdown pass. And the kick is up and good.
Wow.
By Michael Tillman. So we've got a ball game indeed. 1:22 to go in the first quarter. East St. Louis 7. St. Frances nothing. Freedom Bowl 2022 from Canton, Ohio on Flow Football. Look at some of the East St. Louis fans here in Canton, Ohio. Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Scott Coletti along with Brandon Dowdy and the entire crew here at Flow Football. 7-0 East St. Louis with the early lead. 1:22 to go in the first quarter. Big play. 26-yard touchdown pass. Robert Pop's battle to Laverius Wood. And this run back is coming back to about the 25 and laying the wood a couple of the East St. Louis players. Running the ball back for St. Frances, Kevin Humes on that run back.
You know, Scott, just going back to that drive, those are the two things I wanted to take advantage of here in the opener. We talked about East St. Louis finding ways to create turnovers. They create a turnover, and they cash in on that turnover.
Yes.
That's even the more important thing right there. They cashed in with 7 points off a turnover.
Yeah, you were stressing just to try to turn over the ball, but the caveat, they ended up scoring.
Absolutely. If you can turn those scores into touchdown, you have a chance to win this football game. East St. Louis has got to feel really good about what they're doing on both ends of the field right now.
East St. Louis no stranger to playing top teams. Here comes the run to the left side as this is Robinson, and Robinson will get to about the 33, but a flag is thrown at the 26. Looks like a hold. But they lost IMG last year. That was a game that they felt that they could compete with IMG, but not so much. But this year, a more experienced team, and that's the key. You get the kids growing up, you get the kids ready to play, and they come out with a lot of fire and a lot of confidence.
When they get all 5 of their offensive linemen back. I mean, the nucleus of
and
your
all
team,
5 going to P5, led by a guy going to Alabama, no less.
I'm telling you, that's a key to these teams. If the unsung, I know it's not sexy, they don't get all the credit, but do a really good job up front.
Little screen pass, but that's stuck. Look at that defense. As putting on the hit there was Dominic Dixon, 6'180", a junior.
St. Frances has to do a better job being a little bit more creative in their offense. I mean, everyone in the country knew that the screen was coming there, as did East St. Louis. They actually had a really good call. They had the blitz. East St. Louis brought the blitz, just didn't execute.
I think part of that is they're keying on Robinson to begin with, so Robinson had a ball thrown to him. Boom, they're there.
Yep.
I don't think that's a secret. I think they're keying on this guy, number 11, right in front of us. 3rd down and 17. Robinson comes out of the game.
I think the key for East St. Louis here, I know it's a 3rd and extra long. Got to play zone coverage, I think, but they have to make the tackle when it presents itself. If they can keep this St. Frances team in front of them and make tackles, I think they have a chance here. But they can't get too soft, opening up those windows to throw the football, the windows to rush lanes and get these guys into open field. I think they have to be cautious, but still keep that aggressiveness here on this 3rd down and 17. Big down here early in this game.
No, you're absolutely right about that.
You know, a lot of these teams, like, they'll play drop 8 coverage, and they'll play off and soft coverage, and they allow these receivers to get out in space, and they end up converting on these situations where you shouldn't be converting. So I think for East St. Louis, they've been the aggressive team here early in this game. They have to keep that aggressiveness here, even on this 3rd and extra long situation.
7-0 East St. Louis with the lead. Both teams are ranked by Max Prep. St. Frances number 3. And the first quarter is upon us, and now we're going to the second quarter. So it is 7-0 East St. Louis over St. Frances. The Freedom Bowl here in Canton, Ohio on Flow Football. Welcome back here to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. I'm Scott Galletti along with former Western Kentucky quarterback Brandon Dowdy. Freedom Bowl 2022. We go to the second quarter of a big one. It is St. Frances trailing East St. Louis by a score of 7-0. Big pass downfield, incomplete. Now it's 4th down and 17. Punting situation for St. Frances. This defense is stiffening.
They are stiffening, and I think they're being outcoached. Here you see it. They sent the blitz. I like the aggressiveness. Just threw off the timing of it a little bit. Made, Van Buren just be a little bit more uncomfortable in the pocket there. He just has to step up, trust his protection, and make accurate throws. I think right now he's just a little out of rhythm, and it's causing his team, and specifically his offense, to be stagnant here in the first half of this game. Uh-oh.
Short kick.
It's a shank.
Yeah, it was a shank.
The shanker. I've done that in golf. Way too many times.
Yeah, you and me both.
I seem to do that when, really honestly, when I'm playing against my dad, because I always try to beat my dad. I've never beaten him ever in my entire life. I don't know if it's because he cheats or what, but it just seems like in the most pressure situations, the shanks, here it comes. It's like,
well,
geez,
I think it happens to me when I think I'm doing well,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden, I'm not doing so well anymore.
The good Lord just says, hey, not so fast.
This is why they call it golf, and you are not very good at it. Even though you're decent at it, you're not as good as you think, so go back to bogey. So here we go with East St. Louis now on offense. Timeout called by St. Frances. That's kind of a surprise.
Yeah,
we'll take a quick break here. 11:36 to go in the first half of play. 7-0 East St. Louis over St. Frances on Flow Football. Look at some of the East St. Louis fans here in Canton, Ohio. Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, the Freedom Bowl. NFL Hall of Fame Freedom Bowl. Rolling out now is Battle. Battle passes near side. That is incomplete on 1st and 10. East St. Louis, we talked about St. Frances being number 3 in the country. Preseason ranking for them, number 57.
Wow.
So not a bad team, East St. Louis. And by the way, the number 1 team in Illinois.
Absolutely. And what's funny is with the 5 starters come back on the offensive line, I think that number's a little
They're also
low.
the number 1 team in St. Louis.
Wow.
Even though they're not a Missouri team, Christian Brothers, the team that we saw yesterday, they are number 2. A run stuck by the St. Frances defense is trying to run the ball with Martin. Nothing was there. Brings up a 3rd and 10 at the 25. Watch this defensive play here. Just a fine job. 14 set it up, and then the cleanup man got the rest of the tackle. 14 is Rishal Vaughns. Third and 10. Battle looking, passes near side. That's another big defensive play. Caught, but not for much. Martin made the catch, and another big defensive play by St. Frances.
St. Frances did a good job just mixing up coverage there. And quarterback got a little confused, thought he was in man coverage, not so fast. In cover 2, they had everybody 8 up and in protection. What that means is everybody's at the line of scrimmage, hard to identify on the offensive line who's going to who, because you don't know who's coming and who's dropping out in zone coverage. And that snapshot, everyone dropped out, played cover 8, did a good job tackling in the open field.
Edris Farouk, one of the big guys for the St. Frances team. They're going for it on 4th down. A pass along the near side. Not a lot of running room, and that's only going to get to about the 21. And that's going to be a turnover on down.
I thought that call would have been a good call on 3rd down with the intentions of going through it on 4th. They gave him a little screen route, trying to get a little run after the catch. I think that there's a little bit more of an accurate throw. Those defensive linemen wouldn't be able to redirect and cause havoc. in the perimeter game there.
The speed, speaking of the perimeter game, is too much for St. Frances, especially on the short side of the field.
Absolutely. There's not much room over there already, especially these high school hashes. They're a little...
And they took advantage of it.
Yeah, and they did.
Took advantage of it big time. 10:01 to go in the second quarter, and St. Frances takes over 1st and 10. Another run and another big stick. A couple of guys on the stop. 1 and 34 as Leantre Bradford, number 1. Number 34 is Dominic Dixon. Both those guys on the stop.
That's the third run St. Frances has run into a bad look. What I mean by bad look, those are two DBs out there making the play. Why? Because they don't have enough numbers to block them on the outside.
Pass along the near side is a catch as that goes to number 3, Ryan Manning. Manning will make it a 3rd and 3. So they get a good screen pass to the right side, they being St. Frances, and now they'll change up some of the offense. Just no hesitation, quick throw to the right side, making the tackle for East St. Louis. Jayon Jackson, 5'10", junior, a defensive back, 155-pounder. Over the middle, that's a catch, and that is a huge hit as well to the 37. Holding onto the ball was Benton, Kyrie Benton, taking a hit. It's reached for Rook. Check that, excuse me, number 5, Marquise Palmer. Wrong number 5. He was the guy on the stop. Getting free for a run to about the 44. As that was a run by Darrell Robinson. Marquise Palmer again on the stop, number 5. You see him avoid one tackler and then finally brought down by Palmer. East St. Louis doing a good job of getting to the ball on defense. Now here comes a run by Van Buren. Gets to the outside. He's going to be close to the first down depending on the marker. It looks like he got it as he'll mark him at the 47.
St. Frances guesses man coverage here. Just a snapshot of Van Buren's athleticism. He looks over there. He's got some dot man coverage. Not so fast. What can I do? Get my foot in the ground and get north and south. In his direction, does a good job picking up a first down.
No,
with his feet.
And the fact that he looked from right and then went to left was impressive.
Absolutely.
First down and 10 at the 47. He's back to pass, avoids the rush, throws it, and it's incomplete. The closest man was number 2, Sael Reyes, who's one of the guys that head coach for East St. Louis, Darren Sunkett, very, very high on.
You can tell in this game, St. Frances is used to running by guys. They're not going to run by this East St. Louis team. That's the second or third time they've tried some shots down the field. But East St. Louis has been stride for stride with them in the back end.
Another good run and another even better hit. Robinson was hit hard this time by one of the up front players, number 44, Keyshawn Hayden. Hayden, a twin brother of Antoine Hayden, who was the leader on defense. But Keyshawn playing like a leader. 3rd down and 8. Here comes a rush. There goes the quarterback. Man, that was a team sack right there, led by number 31, Andrew Bones. 6'2", 210. There's no bones on that body. There's nothing but muscle.
You're not kidding. Had a little miscommunication up front. They tried to run a wheel concept with drives underneath. Young quarterbacks, sometimes it's tough to see. You're relying on those offensive linemen, but just two guys got beat there. Just got to throw it to your running back. Hopefully he makes a man miss in space.
The punt is going to be a short squibber, and that is going to be bobbled and still loose, and they got a fall on it, and they finally do. East St. Louis is bobbling. That ball was Justin Price. One of the things, if you're not sure, let the ball go. Don't pick it up, because that thing had a lot of backspin, front spin, side spin, you name it.
Yeah, even after he muffed it, he tried to pick it up again and try to redeem himself. Just fall on that ball, young player. Don't make a bad play worse.
Well, luckily for East St. Louis, worst didn't happen. They'll get the ball back now. Robert Pop's battle, the quarterback, coming back out. 3-year starter, dual threat.
Look at that line for East St. Louis. Holy smokes. Looks like a Division I.
Yeah, they're all returning, and it looks like Boise State's line.
Wow.
The run goes to the right side, not for much, but kind of setting stuff up for the futures. This was Wood, Laravius Wood. Wood just the quick handoff. Wood the touchdown reception. Battle rolls out. Battle's going to run. Battle will slide. He's down to the 32. How about that for poise?
Great poise there. Does a good job. First read's not there. Second read's not there. Try to do a little quick gameplay. But just a glimpse of his speed. He's able to escape the pocket. Look at his eyes. Keeps his eyes downfield, and he feels the rush. Doesn't look at the rush. Makes a big play. And the big play presents itself.
No, that was a big-time play, and he showed first down. 1st and 10, and now the handoff, which I don't think he wanted to hand off. It ended up being a handoff to Laravius Wood, who went nowhere. That's a loss of 1 on the play. Could have been worse.
Yeah, East St. Louis running a little zone read there, trying to read the end man line of scrimmage. If he's making the tackle, he's not blocked. If he's making the tackle, that's a keep read every single time. He needs to be able to work on that exchange, maybe in a little practice setting. But if your read man is making the tackle, you know you're wrong in your read on quarterbacks.
2nd and 11, a little screen pass too far for Wood. But whereas we're talking about the size of East St. Louis, how about the speed of St. Edward? It is phenomenal. Just the team speed up front, the linebackers, the D-backs, everything.
Yes, St. Frances has some serious speed on all levels. You know, defensive linemen, those are sub 4.8 guys. I mean, they're back-end guys. Like we said, they're the strength of this team. They're not going to miss many assignments, but just a really, really sound defense with a lot of speed, running multiple defenses, giving these guys different looks to have to handle up front.
Timeout called. 5:26 to play in the second quarter, although the clock is moving momentarily. 7-0 to score. East St. Louis over St. Frances here. Freedom Bowl 2022 from Canton, Ohio on Flow Football. Back here in Canton, Ohio, Scott Coletti along with Brandon Dowdy. We are at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, Freedom Bowl 2022. Here's a pass downfield, up for grabs, and that's going to be picked off. Picked off by St. Frances, Ife Obidegwu, a junior, 6'2", 190.
What a great job just high pointing this ball. Trying to one-on-one shot, trying to see if they can win on the perimeter. I think wide receivers, young wide receivers, we have to, if once we get on top of defensive backs, we have to stack them. What I mean by that, you need to push a little bit inside to give our quarterbacks a little room on the outside to be able to fade you away from that defender. Doesn't do a good job of stacking the DB there, causing that big turnover.
Jesse Watson was the intended receiver. Now here's another run stuffed by the East St. Louis defense. Robinson the carry, and first man on the scene, Leandre Bradford, number 1 among others.
Yeah, Bradford was Van Buren's read on that play, on the zone read. They're not going to block him on the back end. You are essentially blocking him as a quarterback on the zone read by indicating if you're going to pull the ball or going to give the ball based upon what he does. Van Buren does a poor job of not recognizing that, and they get a tackle for a loss.
That's to the right side, and that's a completion for short yardage. Gains about 3 on the play. Mason Beal on the catch. Gain of 4, Mason Beal. Third down, here comes the rush. He gets by the rush, throws right side. Good diving catch, and a late flag is going to be thrown to boot. Kyrie Benton on the catch. That was a beauty, and let's see which way the flag goes. It looks like it's going to go against East St. Louis. Probably going to be a PI. No, it's going to be defensive hold. Take the first down. What a catch. Watch this.
There you see Van Buren just using his athletic ability, taking a shot, but giving an accurate ball where his receiver can catch it. Great job. Just athletes making plays, and the plays present themselves.
Sal Reyes, the man on the coverage, burnt a little bit. First down and 10, St. Frances trailing 7-0 against East St. Louis. 4:03 counting down in the second quarter. And a hard-nosed run will go straight ahead as once again Darrell Robinson on the rush. Antoine Hayden on the coverage. Robinson goes out of the ball game. So now in Dewan Williams, and Williams gets the carry. He goes to the left side. He's got running room. Gets to the sideline, and he's dangerous. Flag thrown late on the play. We'll see which way it goes, but he gets all the way to the East St. Louis 30. Man, he was explosive and just following his blockers and then utilizing his speed and power at the last moment.
A mix of patience and explosiveness on that run on full display there. Good job getting to the perimeter, making a play. His big lineman got outside, and the perimeter guys did a good job blocking on the edge.
Holding on the play. Logan Bennett, number 69, was the guilty party, and he lost his helmet, so he has to sit out of play. That's a tough one right there, as this was an outstanding run by Williams.
Oh, he got him. That's the clearest hold I think I've ever seen in my life.
Second down and 5. Little screen to the left side, and securing the ball is the receivers. That was a good catch by Benton again. I'll tell you, Benton's made a couple of catches that most players wouldn't be able to make the catch.
Yeah, East St. Louis is really stuck in this one high zone defense, and they're playing into the boundary, their corner, inside leverage. They can take advantage of that. You can see that on the top of the screen. See the split of the outside receiver. The inside corner is 2 or 3 yards inside. They have an advantage by throwing these perimeter throws on the outside and do a good job there.
2:53, and the run is stuck up the middle. Between the tackles, East St. Louis has been giving up some yardage, but not so much as Williams tried to go straight ahead and couldn't do it. But when he goes side to side, he's dangerous.
Good job there by East St. Louis answering the bell, putting us in an uncomfortable second and long situation.
2nd and 11 to be exact. 7-0 in favor of East St. Louis. This is Robinson. Robinson finally tripped up. He'll be about 4 yards shy of the first down. 2:14 to go. So Williams coming back in. Robinson, just utilized his speed before he was finally tripped up by Jamil Thomas, number 24. This is going to be a run to the right side and kind of went sideways and a little backwards to take away the ability to get the first down. That was DeJuan Williams. It's going to bring up 4th down.
There's a difference in experience from Williams to Robinson. I think Williams puts his foot in the dirt and picks up that first down. Wasn't able to do it on that play. Just good job. They're just relying on this outside zone, really doing a good job getting guys on the perimeter, but you got to put your foot in the dirt at some point and get upfield, try to get those extra yard or two to try to fall forward. See the difference between falling forward and falling backwards there? He doesn't fall forward, costs his team a first down.
Jay Jackson, the guy who will get credited with the stop. Minute 43 to go on the game clock. Timeout called by East St. Louis. They trailed the ball game by a score of 7-0. 11-1 a year ago. They lost to St. Thomas Aquinas in the first game. Actually, they were 11-1 in 2020, 8-1 in 2021, only playing 9 games. Lost to St. Thomas Aquinas in the first game, 38-23. Beat IMG Academy to close out the season, 34-24 on November 19th. East St. Louis, who plays Christian Brothers next week, beat Christian Brothers, team that we saw yesterday a year ago, and this little screen pass and good tackle. It will get to about the 30, and it looks like they got the first down. Or did they? It's going to be very close.
Ooh.
And they didn't get it.
What an open field tackle right there. Had a good call, had blockers out in front of him. Well, what a fantastic open field tackle right there.
Leandre Bradford on the tackle as he stuffed DeJuan Williams and kept him from getting a first down.
He avoided a block and made it crucial, big time 4th down tackle.
Yeah, that was huge. Now they get the ball back with 1:36 to play. 31-yard line. We'll see what they do offensively.
I'll tell you what, East St. Louis is looking for points here. This would be a huge plus. They get some points on this drive going into half.
Battle hands the ball off, and ooh, what a hit there. My goodness, I could feel that from up here.
Wow, what a hit.
That, my friends, was number 44, Simeon Coleman, a linebacker, 6'2", 220, as he just destroyed Terry Martin. That was nasty. Wow. Both these teams came to play. Hard-nosed, almost like a college game. Battle, rolling out, gets rid of the ball, and it is incomplete.
What a great play by Battle there.
And again, we talk about this team speed. They're just hawking the ball left, right, and sideways, Brandon. And on top of that, their D-backs and corners just stuffing the receivers.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. The strength of this team is their defensive backs. They're going to press up on these receivers, make it difficult for them to run any of their routes. They're going to disrupt the timing with their jammed up coverage, doing a really good job putting their hands on these receivers and just messing with the timing of these passing routes for East St. Louis.
Brian Sims, 6'4", 250, showing off speed as he was chasing the quarterback. Moved pretty well for a 6+ 250 player, and this is going to be a run to Bennett, and that's going nowhere. Timeout's going to be called by St. Frances as they're about to get the ball back. We were talking about a series, Brandon, that looked like it was going to be momentum, and that momentum was snuffed out early.
Yeah, it was snuffed out early, and it was bad first and second down. Didn't do a good job of getting any positive gains on first and second down, creating a 3rd and long situation. And you can't beat speed with speed on the outside, trying to go horizontal on the field. You got to smash these guys in the face, and they're not doing a good job of getting downhill on these inside zone runs. If they want to have success, sustained success, they're going to have to find ways to be a little bit more creative in the run game and not try to beat them sideline to sideline.
Samuel Green, one of the guys who was on that tackle, he's a good one. So now punt coming up. High snap. Ooh, this is going to be dangerous. He's got to get the ball, and he's going to run with it, and this is going to be hurtful. That's going to be first and goal at the 8. I thought he should have just tried kicking it.
Just kick it. Oh, man. That's a tough break for East St. Louis. They had all the momentum, got the ball back, and a huge 4th down. Now St. Frances has a chance to tie this ball game up before half and then get the ball again, just get an extra possession in the second half. Wow, big turn there.
Kai Butler was the guy who, no pressure, as you'll see the ball just go over the head of the punter Michael Tillman. And right there, I thought he should have kicked it, but he just tried to run with it. And he was stopped in his tracks. Carlton Smith, 42, on the stop. So now Michael Van Buren, the quarterback, and we have a whistle penalty. Or is it timeout? Timeout's going to be called by East St. Louis. So no penalty, just a timeout by the Flyers of East St. Louis. The Panthers of St. Frances trying to get on the board. And this would be devastating for East St. Louis if they get up a touchdown.
Yeah, and they had all the momentum going on their side there. Got the ball back, got a 4th down stop, didn't get nothing produced on the offensive side of the ball, forced a punt, and just had a awry snap that really might cost them here. But interesting note here, Scott, both teams are out of timeouts, and that changes the philosophy, in my opinion, from the St. Frances side. I think they got to throw the ball a little bit more than they run it here, just because an incompletion stops this clock. But in a first and goal situation, if you don't score, this clock is going to keep moving. You got to have two plays in the huddle coming out of this timeout, knowing you're out.
So here we go. First and goal at the 9. High snap. Van Buren rolling out to his right. Van Buren's going to throw towards the end zone, and that is tipped at the last moment. Incomplete.
Frances averted on that one. I thought he was going to take a sack and try to run it. I was like, just throw it away. Everything in me was throw the ball away, conserve the clock, but he makes a great play using his athleticism, extending this play. I thought right there he could just throw it away, but he had a guy open, just missed him.
Ife Obadegwu was open enough. There's another fake, and now a run towards the end zone, diving in. He's in. Touchdown, Michael Van Buren, or is it? Down at the 1, so Van Buren will line up, and look at this.
Holy smokes.
I don't think I've ever seen that before, as Marquise Palmer jumped over the line and then almost made the tackle.
I think he thought quarterback sneak was coming. He's going to meet him in the air. Wow. What athleticism. My goodness, just jumped over the entire line.
4th and goal at the 1. I don't believe what I'm seeing. 7 seconds. Here they go again as he give, and that will go towards the end zone. And is he in? I don't see a signal. Yes, there's the arms up in the air. Touchdown. Wow. Touchdown, St. Frances.
Wow.
And wow is right. Darian Smith gets the touchdown.
What a risky call, keeping it on the ground there on 4th and 1, knowing just the experience and this confidence this coach has in this offensive line to create some running lane to get him in the end zone. Wow, what a play.
We'll see if they go for 2 here. I'm interested to see if they're going for 2.
Looks like it.
It does. I don't see a kicker. They're going for two. And here is the quarterback, Van Buren, throwing end zone, and that is incomplete.
Okay.
3 seconds to go. Okay is right.
Okay.
Man.
All right, here we go.
Nakai Workman tried to get that, but he couldn't. As you look at the tumble into the end zone,
I think he got held up by the pile there on that touchdown. He just got held up at the line. If he goes down clean, doesn't have anybody to keep him upright, I think he's short, but wow, what a call.
so 7-6 in favor of East St. Louis. 3 seconds to go. This is after a bad snap on a punt gave East St. Louis the ball, seemingly to just run it down the throat of East St. Louis, but St. Frances couldn't get it in right away. They finally got the touchdown with 3 ticks on the clock. Wow. After that one unbelievable stop, which I thought they were going to call back due to a penalty, they give him a tackle.
I know.
I've never seen a guy flip over a line and make a tackle.
My.
And look at this. This is a lot of speed, and that is a clothesline tackle, saving a touchdown. And East St. Louis feeling it, even though it's not going to be leading the points. Something to think about. Christopher Bennett on the big run back. He was a half a stride from breaking it, but the speed of St. Frances kept him from breaking it. You look at some of the highlights here in the first half, and East St. Louis with a 1-point lead over number 3 St. Frances. Freedom Bowl 2022 on Flow Football.
Looking for the perfect place to host your event? Look no further. Hall of Fame Village is the perfect place. Our multi-use destination provides an opportunity to host a wide range of events. Visit hofvillage.com today for more information. The college football season kicks off right here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium with the Black College Football Hall of Fame Classic Sunday, September 4th. Be here to see Ohio's HBCU, the Central State Marauders, take on the Winston-Salem State Rams. Tickets are available at schoolfootballhof.com
Welcome to beautiful Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium here in Canton, Ohio. Scott Coletti along with former Western Kentucky quarterback Brandon Dowdy, and we are seeing a beauty here in the finale of the 2022 Hall of Fame Freedom Bowl in Canton, Ohio. 7-6 East St. Louis, the team you're looking at right now, with the 1-point lead over St. Frances. They had a chance to go into halftime up